Welcome back to the Football Terrace. Hit the like button, make sure you are subscribing, and join the notification group chat. That QR code just up there, there's about 8,000 of you in there. That way, even if you don't get the push notification from YouTube, I know a lot of you press the bell button, but many of you don't. We will put the links in there so you don't miss any of our shows, any of our new uploads. So get that done. Two big stories to talk to you about today. Thomas Tuchel rejecting Manchester United. The truth behind it. What does this mean for Ten Hag's future? And what does it mean about Ineos' structure? We're going to delve into that in some detail. Plus, Calafiori being taken off last night. Arsenal fans in panic mode. Reports that Mikel Arteta is worried over his availability after injuries and suspensions to others, with Arsenal's squad feeling anyway like it's thinning out due to these suspensions and injuries. We're going to go into them. There's a big update on that as well that we are going to bring for you. But I wanted to start with my club, Manchester United, first of all. And it's been revealed, and this is a big article today, that it's been revealed the real reason Thomas Tuchel turned down the chance to manage Manchester United this summer after almost agreeing the Old Trafford move. Now, excuse me while I take a drink of water, but intriguing article. Now, for full disclosure, this rejection happened in the summer. Why is it important now? Multiple reasons. There's reports that that's who we may turn to if we sack Ten Hag. I'll come back to why that could be problematic in a moment. What does this mean for Ten Hag? We'll come on to that too. But when you read the story, it essentially states, and I'm boiling this down from sources and big sources in Germany, that Tuchel wanted the job. Man United and Tuchel were aligned on most areas, barring the transfer strategy. Man United's board having the majority of the control, the types of players that we want to sign to fit the philosophy that the club want to bring to life. Thomas Tuchel and Man United did not see eye to eye on that. Now, my gut reaction, and this is purely based on how I think a club should be run in the modern day era, that's the right decision from Man United's point of view to stand their ground and to be rejected in that way. Tuchel, if you want the job, these are the conditions. I don't want to operate in that model. I'm rejecting the offer. Man United say, thank you, shake his hand, say goodbye. I say that because we need to be hiring head coaches who see eye to eye, and in most areas are completely aligned with our plan, our philosophy, our transfer policy, our scouting methods, and our approach. Of course, there is going to be areas of contention, areas of challenge, but they cannot be on huge, significant areas of the strategy, such as this. So for me, a good decision by both parties if you want to progress and move forward, because it will become a problem, in my humble opinion. What does this mean for Ten Hag? Well, it tells me that they're not, if this story is true, of course, it tells me they are not as sure in him as they've made out. And yes, it depends on which way you want to spin it. They didn't find a better suitable candidate because the likes of Thomas Tuchel said no to them, according to this report. But that also isn't the same as those managers really wanting the job and Man United saying, no, they're just not as good as coaches. It's scenario that's caused us not to employ Tuchel as opposed to his coaching abilities per se. And I think that significant difference is of paramount importance to this conversation. What does this mean for him? As I say, I think he's more at risk now than ever. I think that the performances and the wins have got to come quickly. Otherwise, Ineos may wield the axe. In terms of Tuchel, will he become the next manager? I can't see it. Not unless he has had a change of heart and buys into what Ineos want to do. We can't be chopping and changing every 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months on our philosophy and our strategy. We have to have everybody singing from the same hymn sheet and sailing in the same direction. It's so important. It's been the biggest catalyst to our downfall in the last 11 years is multiple departments pulling in different directions and having almost being so siloed off from one another that it's created confusion and a lack of chemistry and cohesion at the heart of the football club. So will Tuchel be the next manager? Not if this story is true, unless he completely changes his mind. Maybe he's looked at what United have done in the summer and thinks, actually, seeing it come to fruition, I could work under this methodology, but we'll see. But it certainly it's not a good ringing endorsement for Ten Hag as far as I can see. But I want your views and I want your opinions in the comment section below. Now, I mentioned at the top of the video, Calafiori went off injured last night, and I was scrolling through Twitter, going on to lots of different Arsenal accounts I follow, some of the big ones, some of the small ones, and it was quiet. And I think if Twitter could make a noise and put a facial expression, it would have been a gasp and a pausing and a holding of breath. Are we about to see another player injured? Jesus is out. Moreno's out. There's a suspension to Declan Rice for the North London derby. Urian Timber is just finding his feet. This squad feels like it's thinning. The articles that I read this morning speak about Arteta pushing hard, calling, trying to find out the extent of the problem. How damaging could this be for Arsenal's season? We know that dropping points at any stage could quickly in this title race stop you from winning the Premier League because of the incessant nature, the relentless pursuit of trophies that Manchester City demonstrate each and every single season. The news report has come out and stated, obviously, if you haven't seen it, it was a freak accident. Bastoni made a tackle on Ousmane Dembele. He did a somersault and he smashed into Calafiori and brought him down, required treatment. With Italy facing Israel in their second Nations League fixture on Monday, the Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta will be curious as to whether his big money addition of the summer will be fit for the next game. Speaking after Friday's match, the Italian manager indicated that Calafiori had avoided a serious injury, saying we need to assess Ricardo, but our staff, there is a good chance he'll be back for the next game. Now, that is great news. And I bet the Arsenal fans will refreshing their TL. This is me scrolling, right? Refreshing. Refreshing their TL every 5 minutes. We need the update. We need the update. We need the update. And I've been there. And it's interesting. Like when you're teamed in the middle of the road, when you're struggling, you care about injuries. But it does have a different feel when you're in title races or expected to be in them. What I would say is this. Arsenal now need to push. Arsenal need to be strong. Arsenal need to be resolute. Mikel Arteta needs to pull a Fergie. He needs to be on the phone to Calafiori and say, look, even if you're past fit, get back to North London. Get back to the training ground. Let us assess you. Don't play. Please don't play. It may be a knock right now, but we've all seen before knocks can turn into bigger issues. If I was Arsenal, I would be pushing very, very hard indeed to ensure that he does not play another minute during this international break. I think Arsenal have got to be strong. They've got to be resolute. They've got to be firm. The expression that I heard Del Boy say once upon a time on Only Fools and Horses, put your foot down with a firm hand. And I think that's what they've got to do. That's just me personally, though. I would love to gain your opinion on this. Arsenal fans, rivals alike. Should Calafiori play? What should Arsenal do at the risk of another potential injury to an important player for their squad? Hit the like and the share button, people. Make sure you are subscribing. And as I say, join the notification group chat just up there. No, wrong way. I always get confused because it mirrors you on the screen. Up there, that QR code. Give it a scan and join. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you soon. Peace.